Hi everybody, it's Cricket from Woolly Cricket. Thank you for everybody that's coming back. Thank you for all the new people that are here to put up with my craziness. I adore you guys. I miss you when I don't get to talk to you. And yeah, I've been working a lot. And every now and then you'll see me look over here because I've got notes and I've got my computer screen and I've got to make sure that I don't lose that because let's turn you this way, maybe. So, yeah, I put my mannequin right here, so if I'm working on anything specific, you guys can see it. Do I need to maybe, is that a little better? Okay. All right. This is my husband's spa chair that wouldn't fit in our bathroom, so we had to get a different one. Echo, thank you for letting us borrow Eric's older one that was smaller. Hi, it is gorgeous here today. Got in the spa, did my exercises, swim around a little bit. I'm not really a strong swimmer, but I do try. And I did my whoop, my sleeves coming undone. I'm cold because I've been out in a hot spa, and then I got out and I was sweating, but still makes you kind of cold, which is weird. But that's what we done today. I have worked on dog sweaters. I will show you what I've got accomplished in the last, today's like the 19th, 20th, what is today? 20th. So, let me see what day these were ordered. The 9th, so it's been roughly, because I didn't get to start on them on the 9th, so 10 days. So there's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm on the 12th, and one's already been mailed out to the customer, so was that 12 or 13? Well, I guess I'll have to count again because I'm old and I can't remember anything. That's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I'm on my 12th. So that's 13 sweaters in 10 days. It's not too bad. That's not too bad. I'll show you. Here, I'm going to have to stand up. You know me, I'm always walking around. Can't sit still. Have to show you something that I didn't bring over here. But I've got all the sizes. Let me see if you can see. Can you see? I can't see what you can see. Let's see. Yeah, kind of, sort of. Okay. These are all the dog sweaters I've got done. These are extra. I'll just get over here in the camera with my shorts on. You wasn't supposed to see that I had on shorts and a big shirt. But that's me, right? These are the extra smalls. Can you see for me or not? Extra smalls with the green on top. Extra smalls. This is a small. That's a medium. These are large. These with the blue on top and brown on bottom. That's large. And then this long blue one over there is an extra large. And I'm on I've started on a magenta extra large. So I go from big ones to little ones. That way the little ones don't feel like like they're taking forever. Because I just did a big one. So I'm trying. Sorry, my t-shirt's falling. Straps are falling. I have 1 3 extra large and 1 2 extra large, and then I think 1 more extra large, and the rest are large and below. So I will try to get this extra large done tonight. You see me shaking my head no. Probably not going to happen, but I'm going to try. I'm really going to try. I'm trying to get one done a day, and some days if it's a small, like a couple of small ones, I can get 2. One day, I got 3. I finished 1 and got 2 more. Have you ever had those days that when you're knitting or crocheting and it just falls into place and everything's just fast and going and you've got it finished before you know it, and it's like, holy crud. But there you go. That's what I'm working on. I am working on the magenta extra large, and I will work on that after we get through jabbering a little bit. So, okay. Let's see, I am going to do, let me go get the pattern. I'll be right back. I gotta show you. Okay, sorry. I thought I had this in here, but I didn't. Okay, this is the sweater that Echo is working on. And she is just now at the decreases for the collar. So she's doing really good. Let me show you. It's called Gramps. And it's got cables on the front, right and left. And then it's just really plain. If I can find a picture, I'll show you. Oh, there's one. Maybe you can see it. It's tiny, but you can see it. For anybody that's wanting to do cables that you don't want an all over cable. See, the back is just like in panels. It's like knit 1, purl 1, or knit 3, purl 1. But this is like knit 10, purl 1. The back is really simple. The only hard part is the cable on the front side here and front side there, which is a really cute sweater. Now, the reason I brought that up is Echo's doing hers, and we were going to do ours together. And I was doing the brown one, and of course I went down a needle size like I always do because I knit really loose. Really loose. And Echo was knitting, she used to knit really tight, and now she knits really, about almost the same tension as me, so we could just about interchange our knitting. And we were doing size 5, which is a 43-inch bust. And we had decided we needed a bigger bust because we were both bigger then. And I swear, she was just working away and had gotten probably a good 12, 16, 18 inches. No, not 12 inches. I think the whole thing is like 9, maybe 6 or 9 inches. And the longer one is more like 17. So she wasn't through with the shortest one yet, the body length. And it's knit from the bottom up. And she's just knitting away, and I laid mine down beside hers, and the difference was astonishing how much tighter my cables were than hers. And she had been saying all along, I'm not sure I like this. It's too loose. I'm not sure I like it. And you know, you need to listen to your little voice in your head that's saying, I'm not sure I like this. It's too loose. So she had messed up a couple times, and we'd fixed it. And then she messed up again, and she's just like, I'm just going to start over. And when she took the needles off of it, it wrapped around her at least 1.5 times, if not twice. It was monstrous. For the size she was doing, how loose she was knitting, it was around her twice. Maybe. At least 1.5 times, if not more. And I looked at her and I sort of went, you know, that motherly old face. And she said, well, I can't wear this. It's like a blanket. And I went, yeah. So she sat there and rolled it all up in a ball. And it was a good experience for her because she learned how to do the cables. But it was also aggravating because she had already put a lot of work into it. And I felt bad that she had already put that work into it. So then she decided she was going to do the same size needles that I was doing and a smaller size. So we dropped our size by two sizes. We were doing the size 7, which ended up with a 49-inch chest. And now she's doing the 43-inch chest. So that's 6 inches smaller and a smaller needle. So her gauge is more truer now. So the reason we're all talking about this is Echo is ahead of me quite a bit. And I've got all the dog sweaters to work on. The problem is I was going to do it in that chocolate brown that's sitting right over there staring at me. I'll get it and you guys can see it and see what you think. Okay. So, that's what I started out doing it in the chocolate brown. And I'll show you all 3 colors that I'm looking at right now. and maybe you can help me decide what color you think will look the best on me. I have this seafoam, or it's called Spa, but it's sort of a seafoam blue-green. I have one purple sweater, and then I have one orange. So, that I have found when we moved. There may be more, but I don't know where they are. I've not found them yet. But that's okay. I've got the three. Yeah, the three that I've knit. And then I've got my Grinch sweater that my husband bought me for Christmas. It's really fuzzy. It's really cute. You'll see it around December, because I didn't find it for the last December. But I've got it now. So I'm excited about y'all seeing my Grinch sweater again. Okay. Things I'm knitting on that I've not touched is the... What a mess. What a mess I have here. Somebody needs to come teach me how to not make a mess. It's a Musselburgh hat in the burgundy and baby blue. I've not touched it since the dog sweater order. And I won't, because those are Christmas presents that's going to go to whomever. And then Ricky's sock, which is a sort of a gray blue. I'm on the top of it. I've got the heel turned. And I've not touched it either since the dog sweater order. So those haven't been touched at all. And then this is called, what are you called? Love You More, which is so cute. The name's cute. It's got browns and greens and creams, and it looks like a little bit of a light gray, like a silvery gray. That'll be another Musselburgh hat when I get that one off the needles. So I'm just doing the Musselburgh hats as... It fell out of my basket. It wants to be done now. So, though I'm doing those as Christmas gifts, because I've done socks and I've done hats, but I've not done hats like this. I've just done the little short beanie hats. So I'm going to do the Musselburgh hats for Christmas gifts. And I have 3, 4, I don't know. I lost count. When I quit working on it, then I lose count. So that's all I've got that I've not touched. And as you can see, the dog sweaters over here that I have been working on quite a bit. And my whole order was like 40. So if I've got 13 done, I'm hoping by the end of the month I can get the other. One store gets 22. Is that right? I don't know. Who can count? 22, and the other store gets... I can't count that. Why can't I count that? It's 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 or 19. So if it's 18, then that's exactly 40 sweaters. So I'm hoping by the end of the month I will have this shop, which is 22 sweaters done, and that one goes with the other store in Cape Cod. And if I can get more of those done in between, then it will take me less than a month to do 40 sweaters. I'm hoping I can get them done pretty quick. But, you know, things happen, and it takes me a while sometimes. So, I did show you the magenta, right? That's the magenta that I'm working on now, and we will work on it when we're just chatting at the end. Like I'm not just chatting right now. My brain works a lot faster than my mouth. That's the reason I jump from one area to the other and don't even tell you guys where I'm going and what I'm going to next. I just think that maybe you can keep up with me. Who knows? Can you? I was looking for my energy chewing gum. I've not had any today. I don't know why my brain is on overload super fast, because I've not even had, oh, maybe coffee. Maybe I had coffee. I did have coffee this morning. So that's probably it. Okay. Alright, that's all the dog sweaters. I've got 3 more smalls, 3 more mediums, I think 2 large and an extra large, and that should be pretty close to the one store. I'm hoping. I'm not going to look, but I'm hoping that's right. Who knows? Yeah. Anyway, okay, back to the Gramps cardigan. I don't know what color I want to do because I started out doing the brown and it was very pretty, but I had someone constantly telling me, oh, I love that, I love that, I love that, I love that. And the more they told me they loved it and the more they critiqued my knitting and constantly, you need to do this and you need to do that and you need to do this on it, I was really happy when I took it apart. Is that ugly and spiteful? Maybe I had already heard enough about it for the whole lifetime, and I'm like, no. So, I'm not going to tell these peoples when I start the next one. I'm not going to tell them the color. I'm not going to tell them anything. I'm just going to say, it's done if they see it. Because I don't want to, live wearing this sweater for however long it takes me to knit it without actually having the sweater done. I'm not a plan type person on certain things. Some things I am and some things I'm not. Me and my husband are different, like on vacation things and stuff. I want to go, okay, let's go to Disney World and get in the car and go to Disney World, and we'll figure out, other than the rooms, what we're going to do when we get there. My husband will plan for 2 months. So by the time we get there, I feel like I've had this vacation like 5 times. And by that time, I'm like, I'm tired. I don't want to go. I've done this 5 times. But that's just the difference in us, and I have to allow him to do what he needs to do, and he needs to allow me to do what I want to do. But I've got 3 colors pulled out, and you can tell me which one you think might be the best for this Gramps cardigan. Or you can tell me, none of those work, try again. Won't hurt my feelings. I think it's best to have other people help you with that. Because sometimes colors don't look good on us that we like, and it's going to be wasted time to knit it if I'm going to figure out I don't like it and it looks bad on me. So this was the brown. This is a chocolate. So that's the brown I started out. And I will go back to it if y'all think it looks good on me. Okay. Everybody that knows me knows I love greens. And this is like I would say olive. I don't know what color it's actually called. I may not be able to find it. Olive drab. Yeah, that's me. Army olive green. So the light's a little bad, but these are humdrum colors, but I like them. So that's your second choice. The chocolate is the first. And then I have this, and it's called Azalea. And it's got oranges and pinks and peachy colors. And I don't know with my skin tone if that's going to look bad or not. So there you go. There's the 3 choices I brought out today. And if you think they look awful, then say so. And I will pull 3 more for next time. Because I have plenty, more than enough of yarn to do something like that. Okay. So what else are we talking about? Do you have anything you want to talk about? Look at my glasses. I'll set my head this way. I got my glasses on. My hair's still wet from the spa. I don't know. What are you working on? How many people are doing the summer sock camp? I would like to do that one year, but I don't think I'm going to be able to this year with all the dog sweaters. I'm already so far behind. It's almost a month, and I don't want to start a month late. So next year, if I'm capable, I will try to do that. I like about a half of a skein on the summer cover up the lace looking, the cotton. Cotton is hard to knit with. And I did one cotton sweater. I think you saw it on Wednesday. The black cotton dog sweater. And the gentleman that I sent that to is ordered 2 more. He wants a navy blue and a gray. And because we've never done one in cotton, and because he's never bought one of my sweaters, I think I'm going to wait. Thank you, Echo, again, till he gets that one and make sure the size is right for his dog. And then I will crank out those other 2 and send that to him. Just like Echo said about this magenta, I had these 4 skeins, which was enough to do the whole order and magenta that Rebecca ordered. Thank you, Rebecca. I love you. I adore you and your kids and your husband. Y'all are amazing people. If you see this, thank you for being part of my life. But this magenta I could not find in the Big Twist. I did find the Big Twist big value cones. Like, it's sort of like this one. Not quite as big, but that size. In magenta. And I was getting ready, and I've started to say a country word. Fixin' to. For anybody that knows anybody from the South, fixin' to is a word. That means was going to. So I was fixing to start the magenta colors in these 4 skeins that I have. And I was talking to Echo. She was at work and it was quiet, nothing going on, no trucks or anything. So she's just sitting there knitting herself. And she went, "Are you sure you need to do the magenta in these 4 skeins? Because if you get the magenta come in and it's quite different, then when Rebecca orders again, she's going to say, why is this pink different than that pink?" So thank you again, Echo, from keeping me making a big mistake and having to redo those colors. Even if I had already knit the colors and the color came in and it was different, I could have put them in my Etsy store. But why knit them when I could be knitting on something else that can actually go? So the magenta come in, and I'm looking at it up here. It's on top of this shelf. I can get one down if you guys want to see it. I can get one down. I should have brought one down for you to look at. You know I don't do anything right? Oh. This one's already open. So this is the magenta that I ordered. And it's really close, so I think it'll be alright. This is the Big Twist value cones. And this is the, they are a little bit different, but I think it'll be enough that it can be just due to dye lot. Due to the dye lot being different, which happens. So I'm thinking just because the dye lot's different, not necessarily because the color's completely different. So, maybe that'll be your 4th choice for colors for the Gramps cardigan for me, because I have 7 of these. That should be plenty, and I can order more. So, all right, that's your 4th color. Pick one. Let me know what you think. So Echo kept me from making a mistake with this one and going, yeah, it's like night and day. And so I worked on everything else until the magenta got here, and it got here yesterday. So I finished up the baby pink small this morning. I didn't stay up and knit all night last night. I don't know. I got everything done but the ribbing around the butt and the 2 sleeves. And I laid it down and I told my husband, I said, I'm going to bed. I was up till 5 o'clock yesterday morning. I lay down and got 4 or 5 hours sleep and at it again. And tonight I'm going to sleep. So that's what I did. I went to bed and got up this morning and finished the baby pink one. Got in the spa with my husband because he still doesn't need to be unsupervised out there since he's just a couple months out of back surgery. Let's see, what else do I need to tell you? Sent the kids. They went to the next big city over. There's Hirschner's. How many of you people know Hirschner's candies? Never had them before. I went to stay with Justin at the hospital. He called and said, I'm in the hospital. I have lesions on my brain. And I'm like, okay, what hospital, and do you need anything as I come that way? So I went to stay with him all night because he was there by himself. And that's could be very scary since you don't know what's going on. And they were giving him steroids in mega doses, 1,000 units. And he was getting antibiotics and saline because he was dehydrated. And all these things left a bad taste in his mouth. So I told him, I said, I'll go down to the cafeteria and see if they have anything like Tic Tacs or Lifesavers or anything like that. Well, I got down there and they didn't have anything except for like the Orbit's chewing gum. So I got a pack of that. They only had like 2 flavors, and he said I don't like spearmint. So they had wintergreen and spearmint. I got the wintergreen. And then as I was walking up to the cash register, they had all these candy bars. There was a chocolate red velvet. There was a chocolate mint. There was a chocolate caramel. There were several other ones, but I got a red velvet, a mint, and a caramel, and I felt pretty comfortable thinking one of those he might like. So I come back in the room, and I had 3 Musketeers, and I don't know, just all kinds of things for him to snack on. And I dumped them on his little tray that goes across your hospital bed. And I said, this is the only kind of chewing gum, Tic Tac, Lifesaver thing they had. So you can have chocolate or you can have that. You just choose and I'll hand it to you. And it's all yours. So he went to try Hirschner's, the red velvet cake candy bar. So he broke me off a little piece, one of the little square corners, because he knows that I'm on a diet and trying to be good. And it was extremely, extremely good. Never had dark chocolate like that. The dark chocolate doesn't even taste bitter like dark chocolate. So they must really know what they're doing. And I've had candy from Hercules Candy. I think they're in New York. I've ordered the, what is it? The creams? The like coconut cream and banana cream or whatever those are. I ordered those once from me and my husband probably a year or 2 ago. Yeah, it's been at least 2 years. And it was really good. And we've talked about ordering again, but in the summer, it's harder to get it here because it melts. You have to order it and wait for it to come in. And they stay so busy. The selection is always gone before I get on their site. So I will wait till winter if I'm going to order some of that. But was telling my son about this Hirschner's candy. And he's like, okay, that's just like a 45-minute drive. So he called one of his friends, which was Justin's cousin. And they took off and went to Hirschner's to get candy. I don't know how much candy they're going to come back with. For my sake, I hope it's not a lot. For their sake, I hope it's a bucket full. But I'll have to be good, even if it's a bucket full, and just get me 1 candy bar and eat it over, I don't know, there's probably 16 or 20 little squares. Maybe I can have 1 square every couple of days or so, and not blow my 100-pound weight loss all on Hirschner's candies. But that's what I've been doing. I'm still, for all the people that fuss, I'm still drinking my Diet Pepsi. No calories. My doctor said I could have this. She also told me to drink water. So it's funny, you're going to listen to the part that you think is okay. I drink water, but not a lot. Sorry, I'm a little bit dry. Okay. Now, what else is it that do we need to discuss, guys? I know it's a lot for me to ask for you to tell me what you're working on. I did get 1 reply. Thank you for replying. It's a mitered square blanket. The lady, we talk quite often. I'm not going to say her name unless she tells me I can. So, you know who you are. I didn't see your mitered square blanket, but I'm in awe. I'm jealous that you've got the patience to do that, because I don't. I really don't. I would like to have one, I would like to work on one. But the thing is if I don't get it done and get it gone, then I don't do it. I've got 2 blankets over there in that basket, right there behind the camera, that I started, one for my husband and one for my son. And the one for my husband is over halfway done, and I've not touched it in 2 years. If I put it down and it's not something small, then I might as well take it out, because it's not going to happen. I'm just not that kind of knitter. So are you guys, can you work on something for a year and be happy? Or are you like, that makes me a product knitter, not a process knitter. I want the end product, and I want it fast, and I'm impatient. So, yeah, I don't do good with blankets. I can do baby blankets because they don't take me too awful long. But I can't do a big blanket for like us big peoples. Okay, let's get the knitting out, and maybe I can knit just a little bit. Maybe not. I don't know. I've not done this on these, but I'm gonna try. And this is for you people that ask how I knit and how I do things. This is where I keep this. This is my double pointed needle that's got all the ends wore off of it, that I use for a cable needle. I don't use those little loopy ones. It's too slow. It takes me too long to get the stitches back off of it. Plain double pointed needle, smaller than the needle that I'm working with. And this is where I keep it. Right there. Did you see that? Now I have to put my glasses on. Oh, I can't see, those are nasty. Why didn't you tell me they had fingerprints? My nose is itching now. All this wool, all this fuzzy stuff. Why didn't you tell me they had fingerprints all over them and I couldn't see anything? You know I'm blind, right? No, I'm not. I'm not. I had LASIK surgery. I was blind. I couldn't see squat. I had LASIK surgery several years back, and I couldn't see far off. I still need my readers for up close. They can't fix both unless it's something not just to do with your eyes being farsighted or nearsighted. I don't know. All I know is they told me that I had to choose one, and that they suggested that I get my long distance so I could still drive, and that I have to wear readers for my to read. I guess that's why they call them readers. So I'm going to try to do a little bit here and talk to you guys. I don't know that I can do this and not look. I can ribbing because I'm used to doing ribbing, but I can't do the dog sweater without looking. So I have to see where I am. Ta-da! I did 6. Oh, missed up the 7th. So yeah, those people that can knit a patterned sweater or whatever without looking, y'all are show-offs. So my increase. I'm on an increase road, so I have to keep looking down. Sorry. I just want to tell you that I'm excited about getting to see what you're working on, the colors you like to work with. Put your favorite color in down there. Maybe we'll have a giveaway pretty soon. That way I can send something out that somebody might like. What would you like? Would you like yarn? Would you like a pattern? Would you like me to send you maybe do a gift card at your local yarn store or something? So you'll have to just let me know what you think would be the best idea. I can do any or all. Let me get back where I can talk to you. I can do anything, any one of those. I can send you a skein of yarn. I can get you a pattern. I can have it sent from a store, or I can some particular designer you like, or on Ravelry. Ravelry is the easiest for me, but I can do that. And or we can do a gift card at your local yarn store if you give me the information where your local yarn store is, which might be the best for if your name gets drawn and you're not here in the United States. Or Ravelry will work for that too. The only one that would be harder is to ship things right now. So it would probably be best if you're out of the United States and you get to pick something on Ravelry or some digital, or you can pick from your local yarn store and I can contact them and get a gift card in your name. So our bank, a little life update, our bank just got bought out by another bank, and they turned our cards off on the 18th, and then they said that we won't have access to the new cards until like the 22nd, 23rd, maybe Tuesday. And I'm like, that's an awful long time to ask people to do without their debit card or bank card or credit cards or whatever they have through that bank, because we have a savings account, we have a checking account, which is a debit card, and then we have a credit card. So all of them are going to be turned off. And I'm like, well, y'all stink. Glad the puppy didn't hear that, because he's got a problem. You can say stinky to him. It's a trigger word for him. I don't know. He just jumps all over you and he'll knock your legs out from under you. So I don't know if somebody's called him stinky that he didn't like or that he really liked. But that crazy dog, you say stinky to. If he's being ornery and don't want to come to you, you can say, what's wrong, stinky? And he will tear your legs out from under you trying to get over and get in your lap or up in your arms. And I'm like, I don't know where that came from, but he's so cute. I think I have a little video that of him out, and I may put that on the end of this. But we are, I'm trying to remember where I am. Don't ask me to tell y'all anything about where you're at on a pattern. If I don't count, I'm like Rain Man about my knitting. I have to count. I can't stop and count, be bothered to count rows. So I don't know. It's been right at 40 minutes, and I'm going to maybe try to put Anakin. We call him Nanner Bug, but his real name is Anakin, like off Star Wars. And Kylo was off of Star Wars. So I miss my baby. Miss my baby. Y'all don't get to hear him bark anymore. So, yeah, we let Anakin come up here last couple of days. He if another dog is around, he wants to pee on everything. He's very territorial. That's funny because he was the smallest one in the group, the tiniest little baby. But he always wanted to pee on everything. He's got to prove that he's as big as the big boys were. But since Kylo's not been here, we've been letting him come up and down a little bit. But I'm worried that he's going to run in here and pee in my knitting room or something, and then I'm going to be scrubbing, trying to get rid of that smell. But he hasn't, and we watch him really close until he gets used to being up here with us a little bit. But okay, that's enough about life. That's all about knitting. Show me what you're working on. Tell me your favorite color. Tell me what color you think my Gramps cardigan will look the best on me, because you guys can tell better than I can. And tell me what kind of giveaway you think we ought to get geared up to do. Alright, I adore you guys. If I can get some more things together and it's going pretty quick, then I'll try to do a tutorial of some kind Wednesday. If there's something that you want to see something that you want me to try to explain, I will do my best to do that. If I can't, I'll just send you a message and go, I don't know how to do that. We'll look it up together. But I adore you guys. I love you guys. And I will, if I don't see you Wednesday, then I will see you next Sunday. Bye, guys. This is my Nanner bug. He wants a treat because he went out to pee-pee. So we're going to get him a treat. He's going to get a treat because he's a good boy. Grandma gets him a treat. Yep. Let's get you one today. This is duck and sweet potato. Good boy. Okay. That was my Nanner bug.